Welcome to the Live Tap Podcast. I'm your host, Damian Trailer, and today I have Jocelyn Lopez tapping in with me. Welcome to the show, Jocelyn.
What up, y'all?
Man, I'm excited to have you on today. I'm not going to lie. I got a sophomore sister with me, class 2027. Got to represent. Can you tell me your major, class, graduation, and what sports you play?
So I'm in the applied health science, and I'm doing the nutrition track in that, and I'm a sophomore right now.
Is that I never heard that major before.
Oh yeah, so basically I'm doing dietitian, so I'm helping out people like with their meal plans and stuff like that. So Apparently I'm gonna do that like with other athletes. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last week, you guys' season ended sadly to Belhaven.
Yeah, sadly, I'm kind of pretty upset about that, but I just felt like we will get. I mean, on the field, we should have just done better overall. We were just like not confident going onto the field. We were pretty like scared. We should have had more like possession on the ball and things like that, but we will get them next time. It is what it is.
I was just about to ask about your overall opinion on how the season went overall after last week's loss.
This season went pretty well. I just felt like we were like connecting with the team well from my perspective, but I just felt like we could have done more better than like on the field and then off the field too. But it is what it is.
Yeah, because overall, I mean, you guys had a pretty good season this year. I mean, y'all had like a first round bye, if I'm mistaken.
Yes, I think so, but I don't know much about that, but yeah.
I was confused because like it didn't say first round bye, but like I see you guys went straight to the semifinals and that's second round. So
yeah,
I was like, I guess I had a first round bye.
Yeah, I guess we were the better team. So
yeah, but how's life been so far on camp?
Yo, life has been good. Just been busy.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, Piedmont, man.
Yeah, Piedmont be stressing me out. Like I'll be tweaking with all these classes.
I'm telling you. Man, I just had to write a 3-page paper in theater class. Like, it's crazy.
3-page?
3-page
got
paper
me messed
in
up.
theater.
No.
On to the sports questions. How do you juggle a student athlete lifestyle here at Piedmont?
How I juggle in a student athlete, just like I pin down like what I need to do like the next day. So I wake up and I brush my teeth and then get ready and things like that. So I like structure myself. But if you're not a structured person, there's ways that you could be able to structure yourself.
Yeah.
By like using like, a planner or something like that, or add something in your calendar. But yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, or athletes specifically I've talked to, like they always say they either struggle with time management or they're still struggling with time management now. So like, have you had any time management problems since being here at Piedmont?
Not really. I'm actually a structured person, so I kind of figure out how what times I need to be at the field or at my classes. So I'm not really that like off track with that. So
that's what's up. What made you fall in love with the sport of soccer? And was that like your first sport you're trying to get into, or?
So soccer has been like the love of my life since my dad got me into soccer since I was 6 years old. And I started playing at Silverbacks, that's in Swanee.
Oh yeah, I know
with like little kickers recreational. So that's where I started off. And then I started to get in bigger leagues, basically as like top hat and like Concord and things like that, because I gotten better.
Yeah.
And I gotten better by like training with my brothers, and my dad was also a coach for me. So he was like competitive with, he also plays soccer too. I totally forgot about that. But
so it's family lineage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like connections, like, but I would say my dad was the one that got me into soccer the most. And I have an older brother, and his name's Alejandro, but I call him Ollie.
Okay.
He got committed to Pitt University.
D1?
D1,
Oh,
bro.
whoa.
So I guess he's like, big, but bro, me and him be joking around. I'd be like, I'm better than you. And he'd be like, hell no, you're not. But I was like, oh, it is what it is, bro. Like, let's see on the field then. But yeah.
So you would say your family's very competitive then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My parents love the game.
Because you answered it before I asked. I was gonna ask, like, did someone influence you to play the sport? But I mean, I guess you could say your dad and your brothers.
Yeah, for sure.
What made you come to Piedmont to play soccer, though?
I just like going to a smaller school that would like help me with academic wise.
Yeah.
So I started like looking at the academics and seeing if it's like good for me to like do classes here. So that's why I chose Piedmont. And then I also chose Piedmont because like I love Timmy, our coach. He's enjoyable coach. Like he's sweet to the girls, and I just enjoy the program more here than anywhere else. I also got offered at University of North Georgia.
North Georgia. Oh, down the street.
Oh yeah.
UNG?
UNG.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to look at their, place, and I just didn't really like it as much than here. So
yeah, I can agree. I went to UNG. I didn't go. Like I visited the campus. Trying to find colleges. And, somebody I talked to that was like a student on campus. They were like, "Hey, like you should go down the street. Like Piedmont's pretty cool. Like I'm probably transferring there next year.
Yeah,
I've never seen this person, but like
yeah,
they kind of told me to come here, so I'm happy they did. Because if it wasn't for them, I probably would have found Piedmont, but like the way they were raving about Piedmont though, so I'm like, okay, let me go check this out.
Yeah.
But your freshman year, y'all were 10-7-5, and your sophomore year, y'all were 7-6-4. What was the difference between your freshman and sophomore seasons for you?
The difference between like the freshman and this year, I would say, is I feel like we were more like competitive this year than last year because I feel like the girls weren't locked in enough.
Yeah.
So, and we were locked in more this year than like last year. So I would say this year was the year that we were supposed to do well on.
Yeah.
But I guess you could tell the score and the semifinals we didn't do as well. So
I mean, it's okay. Y'all, I would say I had a successful season. It's a playoff, so I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a successful season.
We did good. Yeah. Like I'm not complaining about that, but
I mean, we're also gonna get into Coach McCormick later in the show. But I was gonna ask you about, you guys had a heavy road schedule, you could say, this year.
Oh yeah, tons of games. Like our legs were like tweaking of like how many games we had to play. But
I was gonna ask, like, now that the season is ended, how did you feel about having so many road games this year?
I felt fine. With classes, it was a lot because like if you have the exam on the day you have to travel, obviously you have to email the professors and things like that. So that was kind of a bit hard for me because like some of them could be suck up, no offense, but
I'm already knowing. Because I talked to other athletes, and it seems like for some reason, like this whole season for like every single team this year for like 2024 season, everybody's going to be on the road a lot or has been on the road a lot. And like I've been hearing, it's been like, people been having like mental, some physical, but like more mental, like being on the road a lot and not being here at Piedmont or not being able to go home because your team is on the road or something like that. So I just wanted to ask you about that because you guys had a heavy road schedule this year as well.
Yeah, we did.
What did you feel the team has to do to get past the semifinals? Because you guys have lost to Bellhaven.
Yeah, we did
this past year, and then the year before y'all lost in the semifinals as well. But
against Maryville.
Yeah. So what do you guys feel like, or what do you feel like the team can do? You're going into your junior year to get past that semifinals hump.
I feel like we need to work as a team and being able to like communicate with each other on what to do on the field. We were just like, we were doing pretty well, like going towards the goal and things like that, but we weren't finishing.
Yeah.
I've
seen that a couple times.
We got to take chances. We were not taking chances. I guess the girls were like kind of hesitant on not being able to go towards goal, but I feel like if we locked in like next year and being able to like go towards the goal and like have more possession, then I just feel like we would be able to head to the finals.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to see Piedmont soccer win something.
Yeah, we need to because
I was talking to some of the soccer guys, man. It was like the the boys or whatever. You know, they lost a couple days before y'all. So
I know.
I was like, bro, they gotta avenge us, bro. I was hoping y'all would too, but I mean, you know, some things don't turn out the way we want to. What do you plan on doing in the off season to improve Piedmont wins a CCS championship next year? What do you personally?
Personally, training sessions. Also, like doing conditioning wise to get more fitter. Yeah. Because for me, I would say last year I wasn't really conditioned enough because Timmy had me playing midfield, and it's a hell of a lot of running in midfield. Yeah. And I was just like out of breath, and I was like, "Oh, Timmy, can you sub me off?" Like in my mindset, I said that to myself, but I don't want to tell him because that would be kind of embarrassing. I was kind of like not conditioned well freshman year, but I'll say this year I was. So I would say like this summer I'm planning to like go into training sessions and then like conditioning a lot. Yeah,
because I mean, shoot. I mean, you're about in your junior season, so.
Yeah, I know.
Prime for a breakout season, huh?
You're right.
What impact has Coach McCormick had on you and your team this year? Or since you've been here at Piedmont?
Yeah. The impact that he's been having us is training sessions. He has this like training with Steph. Steph is our assistant coach and him, but like I would say we impact more than Steph because her training session is more intense than Timmy's. So I would say Timmy's a funny person, but I would say his training session is not more intense than Steph. So yeah.
Do y'all be having like early AM practice?
Oh no. Timmy doesn't do that. Okay. Timmy's like, bro, I'm sleeping in my bed. Don't be I'm not having morning practice because I'm not a morning person. So we all know Timmy's not a morning person.
So what time do y'all be like practicing?
So 5 and then like probably later like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause.
But I don't like 7 practices because it's too hella late. He's like, we don't end to like 9, and then like some of the girls go to late night to get something to eat, and then we go to our dorm rooms, shower. Then if we had to do homework, we got to do it like that time.
Yeah, then by the time it's time for best, you don't really got time, you haven't really any free time. Yeah, because I talked to Austin, he played lacrosse. They be having like 5, 6 a.m. practice. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Could it not be me, bro?
That's wild.
Nah.
Can you give me a day in the life of a Piedmont women's soccer player on a game day? Let's say it's a home game.
Okay, so basically I would just go towards like my Monday day if we have a like game day. So I wake up at 7 o'clock to get ready for my 8 o'clock class. So, yep.
You got an 8 a.m.?
Oh, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 a.m. bio.
Oh,
kill me now. Yeah, I know, bro. The bio? Fuck. I'm like, yes, for bio. Thank goodness I have Godwin, not Deuceman. Bro, last year I had Deuceman. He failed me.
He failed you?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah. So when that class ends at 8:50, then I go get something to eat, and then I sit with like Maggie and the other soccer girls because I usually sit with them like most of the time, and then I gotta like 10 o'clock, which is human anatomy class, and then that ends at like 8:50, and then I have 11 for American Gov with Dr. Fry. That class is all right, but okay. And then that ends at 11:50, and then if our game is at like I would say 6, we have to be in the locker room at 4. So Timmy wants us. Yeah, we have to be in the locker room at 4. Yeah, because like we got to get ready and things like that. And then warm-ups takes like an hour.
Okay.
So that's why we have to be there at 4.
Okay.
But Timmy wants us to eat beforehand, obviously, like for the game. Yeah. Because it's like if we don't eat anything, then we're not going to be able to like play how we want to play.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then after the game, Timmy like brings like food for us, which I love.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real for him, bro.
Coach.
Yeah, love you, Timmy. But sometimes he'd be telling us, "Oh, I didn't bring food, so y'all are gonna have to eat at the caf." I'm like, "Darn, no,
the caf, bro.
Bro, the caf give me like stomach aches. Bro, like makes me want to use the restroom.
It might be sucky. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even eat at the caf for real like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You be cooking your own food? Yeah, type shit. Yeah, me too. I be trying to.
I got something that can cook food. So yeah.
A crock pot?
No.
The
other thing.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, okay.
Well, we not gonna talk about it. Y'all didn't hear that from me.
Yeah.
If I were to ask a teammate or coach about you as a player, what would you hope they'd say?
Can you repeat that question again? My bad.
If I were to ask a teammate or coach about you as a player, what would you hope they'd say?
I will hope they say, J-Lo is a good soccer player. Like, you should put her on more. But no, I'm just messing around. I don't really know, actually. Just like,
for real?
Yeah, for real.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Usually people be like, oh, I want to be known as a better person and a better this, that, and the third. Like, okay. I mean, that's understandable, though. You're about to enter your junior season on the soccer team. You're probably going to be one of the, as we would say, veterans, older people on the team. What leadership would you want to bring to the sophomore, freshman, or just to the team, period, next year going into the season?
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't not feel unconfident when you're into the team, especially like freshman year. Like all the freshmen were like kind of worried, like they thought like they're not gonna be good enough to be able to have minutes. But if you want minutes on the field, you gotta work for it.
Yeah.
So it takes time for you to like get used to the team and then being able to like play on the field. So I would say, just work your ass off.
Yeah.
That's all I have to tell you, but yeah.
That's some real. When your college career is over, what career path would you be interested in pursuing?
My career path is like dietitian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like for athletes because like I guess it would be a lot easier because I'm a soccer player. So like I could benefit that for like other athletes of like their meal plans. So I'm thinking of going into that position in the future. And also probably like doing my own company.
Okay.
So like,
I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. Okay.
Yep.
So like, what would you mean like dietitian type of company?
So basically just like bringing other athletes like to my company.
Okay.
And then like they need to let me know what sport they play, like what's their like what they eat every day. So I like kind of see like what better like meal plans for them to like get better like on like their sports.
Okay.
Like healthier wise.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
What has been your most favorite memory while playing soccer here at Piedmont so far?
My favorite memory is the girls on the bus. We do karaoke.
Oh,
so
yeah, I know. I be seeing some of y'all.
Bro,
there's social.
Videos of me going wild, like and I'm like, I was like, oh, I don't mind. We going crazy.
I'll be lit on the bus, bro.
Yeah. So I enjoy being lit on the bus, and how we do is like we have headphones and we can't hear nobody, so we kind of have to like sing our heart out, and then it's like it gets so funny because sometimes like we read the lyrics but we mess up, and then all the girls be laughing and joking around. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, that's good. I mean, would you consider that's like building team chemistry?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like that's like building chemistry
and morale.
Yeah. And also like we like after that we just talk about like how good like we sang and things like that. So yeah.
On to the mental side questions.
All right.
The podcast is not just about talking about a sport, but also talking about the mental side of being an athlete. Yeah, maybe. But do you feel like mental health is important in the sports world as an athlete?
Yes, definitely. People need their time away from their sports, especially if it gets too difficult for them to do like school and then sports. Yeah. Like I understand like sports like helps like release stress and things like that or whatever that's going on in your life, but sometimes you just need a break from your body and just like go somewhere like in the mountains, go like have your own peace, like go on a walk or something. Sometimes like playing sports is like if you're constantly like moving like or like playing too much of your sport, then it could be overwhelming and you're like stressing your own self out. Yeah. So sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable.
And like some people they think like, oh, like no, they're like no breaks. Like I need to be motivated more on my sport. I just feel like I just disagree because like if you keep constantly motivating yourself to play, then you're not going to be able to see the results because you're just constantly like playing your own sport, if you get what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking
But
about.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like a quote of like Tom Brady of what he said about this, but I'm trying to like get in my thoughts, but I think I will until we like, continue.
It's okay. Whenever it comes to your mind, you can just stop me and let me know. Has there been a moment throughout your sports career where your mental health was affected by your sport? If so, how did it impact you?
I would say I didn't play a lot this year or last year, and I was kind of getting overwhelmed because I felt like I wasn't getting the priority of like what Steph and Timmy wanted for me to like perform on the field. So my mindset, I was just like, oh, I'm going hard in training sessions, but I guess I'm not like I'm not seeing it on the field. Like I'm not doing what I needed to do. So I was like kind of upset of like how I was playing. And then like I was also stressed out with school. So I'm like, oh, like shit, like soccer or is it school? Because I can't do both at a time. And so shit, I'm taking science. So I barely hang out with my friends during the day because like, oh, we have practice at 4 or 5. Oh, I got to go to that. And then I have study hall for Timmy for like requirements. It's like 2 hours, like every day.
Every day?
Yeah, every day. So I never have time to go like do anything.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, bro, there's a reason why, because my GPA was hella bad, so that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't be complaining,
I mean,
but
I ain't gonna lie, you got a hard major though.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
compared to
Come
my
on,
major,
y'all. Give me a break.
Bro,
Cut me on some slack.
Lie, bro. Like ever since I started this podcast, like I'd be like, hey, I'm this the athlete I'm bringing on today. What's your major? They be saying some crazy stuff. I'd be like, is that major hard? Oh yeah, that major's hella hard. I'm like, I be thinking my major hard because I be doing all this writing and stuff, but y'all majors be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, boy, oh my god.
Boy, bro, tell me about it.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, you're currently going through this like kind of situation. I was gonna ask like, how did you overcome the adversity, if you did, or how do you plan on overcoming it?
I am going over it. Like I'm like right now. I was during season, but I overcome it by like talking to Timmy and Steph. If something's going, like he tells us, if we're too stressed out with classes, I need you to let me know. Like, just let me know. Like Timmy's like always there for us. He be telling us, oh, if you need a break, just tell me. He understands. That's what I love about Timmy and Steph. Because not other coaches, especially on the soccer, like how I know from like other teams, because I have like girlfriends that be like, they're on a like D1 soccer team. They be telling me like their coaches never gave a fuck about like how they felt on like mindset wise. They're like, oh no, you got to come and training regardless. I don't even care if you have classes and stuff like that. So I'm actually appreciated that Timmy and Steph are like there for our mental health. It's not like they're the coaches that don't care. So how I overcome it was like I took a break from like practicing sometimes because I just need a break. So I told Timmy, I'm not gonna be at practice today because I got classes. So he understood about that and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean that's one thing I could appreciate about these coaches at Piedmont. Like they're all understanding that y'all not just y'all not just athletes, y'all students as well.
Yeah.
What I was taught growing up is that your books come first before your sport. So, I mean, I just want to say shout out to Coach Timmy and Coach Steph.
Yeah.
What motivates you to, play soccer?
I guess like what motivates me is like my parents and also my brother. I'll say my brother the most.
Yeah.
Because, he be like texting me, be like, oh, how's soccer and things like that. So he motivates me because my dad thinks that he was like the better child, I guess.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they always got their favorites. So I'm like, all right.
Were you the middle child growing up?
Oh, yeah. So
Same. I know.
Bro, really?
That
oh my
makes a lot of
God.
sense,
Same
actually.
way. You know how I felt, middle
Yeah, I know
child.
how you feel,
Yeah.
bro.
But the little one, he plays video games. So my dad's like, oh, so I don't think he's going to care about sports, but yeah.
Yeah, the middle child. If anybody knows who's listened to the podcast, if you were a middle child, you know that your parents paid the less attention to you because it was either the oldest or the
youngest.
Ones,
yeah.
Like getting the most attention. So
y'all should understand the assignment.
No, for real. Do you think the sport of soccer has shaped you or helped you grow as a person?
Definitely. soccer has changed my life of me being a structured person and just loving the game. And it helps me like just think about my life a lot. Like it helps me like go down of like who I am as a person, like with classes. Like I never give up. So soccer has got me going and motivating myself. Like you could do this, J-Lo. Like you can't back down and not be capable of like being able like to pass this exam. So I could say soccer got me like confident of like who I am as a person and being able to like keep on going and never be giving up. So
yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, before I came to Piedmont, I wasn't into no other sports outside of basketball and football. So
yeah,
I mean, meeting people like you and like other people in different sports, like y'all definitely got me into these other sports. So I want to say appreciate that.
For sure.
On to the burner questions now. Did you have any other offers from any other schools coming out of high school outside of Piedmont?
Like I said, UNG. I had an offer for that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also had an offer at Truett University.
Truett McConnell?
Truett McConnell. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I also had an offer there. And then I also had an offer at Life University.
Oh, I know where that's at. It's it's from my old high school, Marietta. It's in that Marietta area.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking of going to that school, but Piedmont got me a better offer and stuff like that, so I decided to go to Piedmont. What other universities? Yeah, that's what I could think of right now, but yeah, for sure.
Everybody done said probably the same school, probably like Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But say you're coming back from a long road trip on the road, and Coach Timmy says y'all got sprints when y'all get back, but doesn't give y'all a reason as of why. What or who do you think the reason may be for y'all having to run when y'all get back?
Bro, that's what I'm confused about. Bro, he be not telling us. I'm like, Timmy, hell no. Like, I want the reason of why I'm doing sprints. I'm not gonna do sprints for no reason. I mean, I could on my own time to get us like, more
going.
Yeah, going. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, what's the problem? I'm like,
I taught like last year, like as a freshman, I was just soaking up stories from y'all athletes, and like a couple of y'all was like, man, I remember one time our coach made us run when we got back off the road because of this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. So I'm like, let me implement this in like my podcast questions.
Also, for the reason I would say if we didn't do well on the game, I would say that's the reason why. But at the same time, furthermore, I just don't know like. That he doesn't tell us the reasons until we're on the field doing him. So, but like, we usually do like suicides. Bro, I hate suicides.
Oh man,
yo, hell no. I'm sorry, I hate freaking suicides.
Y'all do suicides on the soccer field?
Yeah, sometimes. And then we do like, so basically we like, Steph makes us do like a 10-minute run. So we like jog to the line and then sprint to the like 18. So like the whole entire field. You get what I mean? Yeah. So like jog, sprint. Yeah, for like 10 minutes, I'm like, love you, Steph.
Who's the most wild or funny person on the team, and do you have a story that's appropriate?
Bro, me, bro. No, I'm just joking. It's me or Gretchen. Alpha?
Oh,
Gretchen,
no.
yeah.
I know Gretchen,
Alpha,
bro.
Yo. Me and her be going at it, bro.
Yo, Gretchen is funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, I don't know if you see on the sideline when we get how we get pumped up is like, you know how she like goes down on the ground and she barks like a dog going towards the girls running?
Bro, it was, I forgot which game it was I worked. It was like early in the season. I remember it was Chloe and Gretchen.
Okay, yeah.
And the other team called a timeout. And they were like, y'all were wearing these like pennies. And they were like
tugging her, yeah, bro.
And they were barking, and I was like, yo, what the heck is going on?
That's how we get ourselves energetic for the field, so
Yeah. Do you have a favorite music artist currently or all time?
I love Peso Pluma, bro.
Who?
Peso Pluma. He's a Mexican singer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm into Hispanic community music.
Yeah.
But right now, rapping wise, I like Kodak Black, bro.
Kodak? You like Kodak?
Yeah, bro. I got into Kodak because my brother listens to Kodak too.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to all different rappers, so I don't really have a main one, but I would say Kodak.
Oh, call that tough though.
Or Little Uzi, bro. Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, everybody been on Uzi. You heard his new album?
Oh hell yeah,
bro. I heard it's hard. I mean, some people. It really got mixed opinions. Some people was like he fell off, and some people was like,
bro, I don't think he fell off on the first one. I think he did good, for my opinion. But
somebody was like, eternally take.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where you traveling to?
I would say like Greece.
Oh, that's
bro.
tough.
I'll be down to go to Greece. Why I chose Greece because like they have like nice jewelry and I like jewelry, but not just the jewelry, bro. The scenery is hella nice. So I would love to go to like Greece. I would say Italy too.
Yeah,
Italy's nice too,
I
bro.
A couple times.
Oh, bro, really?
Yes.
What part?
Paris. I remember, my roommate. He on the basketball team, Dylan.
Yeah.
He was like Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I've been getting it a couple of times.
Damn.
Not the first, but I've been telling everybody where I want to travel to is Belize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing because everybody know who listen to the pod. Like I'm a big TikTok guy. I be seeing Belize on my For You page a lot. So
yeah, for sure.
If you're going to the gas station for snacks, what you walking out with? And you get up to 3 items.
All right. My 3 items is like, bro, Gatorade. I love Gatorade.
Got to.
Some gummies, gummy bears.
Okay.
I don't mind those. They're so good. What else? Bro, pack of gum. I love gum. Yeah, bro, I love gum. For the reason why, because like I guess like I forgot to say in my game days I usually eat gum to get ready for warm ups.
Okay.
Because it gives me like I won't say motivation, but it has me like concentrate. Oh yeah. Because I don't know if you heard that theory, like gum makes you like concentrate.
Oh yeah.
On your studies and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's a little fun fact about me, but yeah.
It's gonna be locked in for real.
Locked in. You got to.
If you're stranded on the island, what 3 things you making sure you have with you?
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very interested in what you say. I'll be asking everybody this, and I've got mixed answers. So,
all right, water.
Okay.
I would say, oh shoot, bro. I don't want to be embarrassed myself, but I don't know what they're called. It's like it's like a light thing, but you open it and like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
don't know what it's called.
Oh,
but
really,
I know
bro?
What you're talking about.
Damn, yeah. So I'll bring that.
Okay.
Because like that's like you can make a fire with that too. So it'd be like if you find wood, you'd be able to make your own fire pit.
Yeah.
And then can I say like a bag of sorceries, like weapons? Can I say that? Like multiple weapons? Stuff? Yeah.
That's all. She think a survivor.
Bro, hold on. Don't be getting on me like that, bro.
You're good. But like, cause I was trying to see how you would think about it, cause I didn't have like mixed opinions about this. Like I had somebody say like I'm bringing my phone, AirPods, and my iPhone charger, and then I had somebody else say like I'm bringing a big fat knife, a pot to like get water, clean it, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she said a big jug of water. So like I had people think survivor was, and I had people just think like regular. And then I also had somebody say a internet cable cord to like have service on the island.
Bro, like there's no need to have a cable cord. Like you need to be paying attention if you're gonna survive or not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And like phone, bro, you don't need no device. You can live without. That's what I'm talking about. People like be on their phones 24/7. I'm just like, y'all just live life. Yeah. Like phone is not everything. That's why like social media is like a bad thing. I mean, there's like pros and cons about social media, but I just feel like you got to be pleasant aware of the hell you're at. So that's all I mean.
True, man. That's for real. I ain't gonna lie. Lately I've been trying to be off social media more. So,
yeah, me too.
Jocelyn, I appreciate you for coming on the pod. I have one last question for you though.
For sure.
If you could look back and give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Be strong. I would say just don't let people bring you down. Of like who you want to become or like what you are doing, because listening to others like bring you down is not gonna help you like bring yourself back up. So you just gotta like live life to the fullest and keep on going, like never like give up on yourself and things like that. So
yeah, that's real.
Yeah, and the people that you could trust for now these days is your family and nobody else. Bro, like, let's be honest. You can't trust no one. I'm sorry. Especially friends. You just can't trust them at all. So.
Well, Jocelyn, I appreciate you for coming on the pod. But before I end the pod, you know, I do this with every guest I have. I started this at Sale, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
If you could say "Let's be great today" before, you know, we end the pod, that would be great.
Okay.
All right, I'll do a little countdown for you though. 3, 2, 1.
Let's be great today. Woo!
Yes,
let's
sir.
go.
I love the energy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Woo!
All right, Live Tap family. I appreciate y'all for listening. Tune in to Thursday's episode. I got Piedmont Women's lacrosse players Tamar Tompkins and Lavette Cholo coming on. And let's be great today, y'all.